very cool. How cool is this, man, huh? This great or what? Fucking since you're a little kid, dude. How great is this, man? Have a blast today, okay, bud? Have a blast. What's up, dude?
I feel great, coach.
I love it.
I feel great, coach.
Have a blast today, okay?
We saw Ja'Tavion Sanders, expecting him to go, has been a little bit nicked up, and that'll be another target for Quinn Ewers, Jen Latta.
Hey, Reese, doesn't it feel like the hype surrounding Quinn Ewers has been growing for like a decade? Remember, this kid got his first scholarship offer when he was in 6th grade. Everybody thinks they know who Quinn Ewers is, right? He's the moxie guy. He's the mullet guy. He's the first NIL $1 million guy. But Quinn knew that none of those things were going to help him win football games. So he went back to the drawing board. This offseason, he grew. It's a new year. You got a new Ewers.
Ever since you cut your mud off, like you came back looking like Tom Brady. Like.
I've been told I just look like a financial baker now.
Win with some time, going deep. Touchdown, Texas! Right over the top.
I really would like to know the motivation behind that, though.
Behind me cutting it?
Definitely.
Dude.
I think everyone wants to.
It was time to grow up, bro, honestly.
It was time to grow up?
It was time to grow up.
For Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers, it's not just the new look. It's a whole new outlook.
Ewers scrambles left. He's got running room. Quinn to the 20, 15, 10-5. Touchdown, Texas.
That's a new me. We wanted strictly business. I think it really set the tone on, how we wanted to treat this year.
The Texas native grew up loving the Longhorns. But in 2021, he left the Lone Star State for Ohio State, where the eyeballs and scrutiny that followed took a toll on the now 20-year-old.
Went to Ohio State a year early and skipped my senior year of high school, which was a tough decision. Learned a lot up there in Ohio, but ultimately it just wasn't the right fit for me.
Having trails to Ohio State for Quinn Ewers, the former 5-star quarterback recruit, is transferring back home to Texas.
Ewers was named the Longhorn starter before the 2022 season. But week 2, in a loss to Alabama, he was injured.
Quinn Ewers is still down.
And missed nearly a month of action.
Last year, had some adversity, and I really struggled with self-doubt. Ultimately, I've learned to enjoy hardships because I'm like, hey, I'm gonna learn something about myself. I'm super excited where I'm at right now and where this team's at.
Where they're at is in the college football playoff conversation.
Touchdown, Texas!
Behind a quarterback who's made the most progress by embracing the process.
He's kind of cleaned up a lot of what he is physically. Definitely changed his eating habits, committed himself to the weight room. And when he came here a year ago, he was new, trying to find his niche. I think today the biggest change is he's got a lot of confidence in himself. He's very comfortable being one of the leaders on this team.
He's become more vocal. Some people get a little shy when they lead and stuff like that. He has no shame in leading.
Those new skills were on display early this season when Texas faced Alabama again, this time traveling to Tuscaloosa.
Ewers from the pocket, now he'll loft one downfield, a ton of air, Worthy's got it for a touchdown!
And leaving with a statement win.
Texas is 2-0. They look like a contender tonight.
Everybody's going to say something about Texas after this game. What should it be?
Nothing. We still got a lot of games to win.
Maybe a younger Ewers is quick to declare, like so many before him,
we're back!
That Texas is back. But this time, this Texan held back.
We really want to focus on being present in the moment and not getting ahead of us and keeping our feet where our feet are. Because when you start looking to the future, you start becoming anxious about the present.
The fact that he said, hey, this was one win, it was a good win for us, but we've got more work to do, I think just continually shows the maturity that he has.
I think for sure I would definitely have needed to go through what I've been through because I think I have a lot more respect for the opportunity than I did a year or two ago. I don't think I would have been as motivated. I've got my love for the game back.
And that can make a big difference, guys. I watched Quinn Ewers during pregame warm-ups. He walked the entire Texas side of this field. He touched each of the pylons in the corner of the end zone. It was almost as though he was reminding himself that it doesn't matter if you're playing in the Cotton Bowl or you're playing back home in Austin or somewhere else on the road. The football field doesn't change. His dad told me it has been a lifelong dream of his to not only play quarterback, but to play quarterback for Texas. And guys, you're going to see him probably running a lot more this season. The numbers are already there. He's found the end zone with his feet 5 times this season, just once last year. Reese?
He's had some long runs, Jen, that we haven't seen in recent years. Really the only thing that hasn't gone perfectly for him is the deep ball. He's hit just 1 of 13, but everything else has been so good, Kirk, with this Texas offense.
I just feel like when we saw him at week 2, because of that stage, and he hit some big plays downfield, the attention is on Ewers, and the attention is on the pass game. This has become, since the Bama game, a complete offense. I think Sark has that identity. He's got the quarterback, he's got a veteran offensive line, and now you got Mitchell to help out Worthy, and you got a great back that's emerged in Jonathan Brooks. So if you worry about the pass game, here comes the old Lee Corso pin and pull. And this offensive line can do that as well as anybody. Look at the hat on the hat. Now it's one-on-one, back against safety. And Brooks is proving that he can make people miss these last few weeks, something that OU has to be aware of. Here again, the duo that you talk about, follow those double teams. Safeties get split, and look at Brooks' speed. Plays for his dad, who he lost March at 22. This is what I think is a counter, boot, throw it back to Brooks. Nobody decides to block. He's got a convoy. Nobody wants to block anybody, including Worthy. He missed 2 guys, and Brooks still gets positive yards, and this is what Reese talked about. This is a bit of an X factor. You really haven't thought about this aspect of his game, but with the weight down on 3rd down, if you play man-to-man, you better spy him. You better be careful. He's got sneaky speed and the ability to pick up first downs. Jonathan Brooks, like I told you, he lost his dad. He's got a tattoo on his right forearm to remind him he plays with a purpose. He plays for his father. That's number 24. And we just talked all about Quinn Ewers and what he means to this team and the maturity, Reese, that he's playing with this year. I think Worthy's gone to a different level because of Adonai Mitchell coming over. Yeah. It's freed him to be able to make plays. And big number 5, look out for him today.
Yeah, he's a player. You got 2 weapons on both sides. Pick your poison. Which one you're going to double, right? But you look at the offense for Oklahoma, right? Number 3 in the country in scoring offense, averaging 47 points a game. Dillon Gabriel didn't play in this game a year ago. I talked to Levy, the offensive coordinator. He said, Desmond, we're going to attack. We're a tempo offense, and we're going to do what we do. Let me show you what the Longhorns defense is going to have to deal with this afternoon. When I said tempo, look at this play right here. So they have the ball. Look at the clock. Okay, when the ball is completed to Anthony, the clock is at 10 minutes, right? Within 10 seconds, they're going to hurry up against Cincinnati's defense and run another play, which is going to cause them to have a problem trying to get a guy off the field. That's a penalty. But then, on top of that, guys, they get a chunk play, and they put a lot of pressure on you. Levy says we're an attack mindset. That's our offense. And then you know they're going to go play action. Look at the hang defender right there on the logo. He bites for the fake. Andrew Anthony for a post over the top. And they want to get the +1 in their running game. You talk about Ewers using his feet. Don't think that Dillon Gabriel is going to run a couple power plays, design quarterback runs for Dillon Gabriel. That's when their offense is really at their best, when he's out there and he's a threat with his feet too. The southpaw is incredible this year. 15 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. I tell you what, Pat, this guy's playing at an all-time high right now. Didn't play last year, so you know he's excited for this game.
Yeah, he's been slinging it with that pace you're talking about spot the ball and let's get to the next one. Look for that to wear down teams as the game goes on. Yep. But the big deal is you got to stay on schedule. If you go fast and you don't get a first down, then your defense is back on the field.
Trouble.
It's a real give and take whenever you're running against the clock like that. And with what Texas has on that defensive front, I'll be excited to see how Dillon Gabriel handles the pressure right in his face, because the interior of the Oklahoma offensive line has had some question marks thus far. Tackles are good, NFL guys. The guards and center are a little questionable, and that's a Texas strength on the defensive line. So how does Dillon handle it? We'll see.
It's Danny Stutzman's a tackling machine, too.
Number one in the Big 12 for average tackles in a game.
You could argue he's top middle linebacker, outside linebacker in college football. They move him around. They can allow him to rush the quarterback, too, on third downs. 28's going to have a huge game.
And his name is awesome.
Yeah, you got to love that.
Yes, you can. Stutz, man, out there in Oklahoma. I love it. Love it.
Worth bearing another mention here with talk of Jonathan Brooks. Oklahoma has not allowed a rushing touchdown all season. Only the Sooners and Iowa can make that distinction. Defense has been good. They also have 10 picks. So ball hawks in the back end if they can slow down Ewers. Super dog time. And I mean, my goodness.
What's going on?
That's like 40.
What's more impressive? He got another win.
68.
68.
Are you serious?
0 for me.
Well, I'll tell you what. Steve was down 35-7 in the third quarter and got an outright win with Baylor.
Did he really?
Yeah, 35-7.
But number 2. Wow.
Lee Corso, who's your super dog this week?
Arizona State plus 4.5 versus Colorado. Colorado played a great game and almost beat USC last week. Everybody is still talking about that great effort. Arizona State looked average and lost to Cal. Arizona State is hungry and at home. Arizona State upset prime time.
Well, this is how bad things have gotten for me. I punted. And I asked Jimmy G, he sent me a text, who's your dog? And I said, dude, who do you like? And he said, I like Missouri. I said, all right, the hell with it. Give me Missouri. There's my pick.
Is that where you going with this now? Well, I tell you what, Maryland versus Ohio State. Ohio State wins this game. I like the 19.5. I think Maryland can hang in there and score some points. We already talked about how explosive the offense is. Defense may get some turnovers, guys.
Reese took Iowa State last week. They didn't come through for him. I'm taking them this week at home, getting points from TCU. I liked what I saw in the first half from Rocco Becht. I believe Iowa State wins this game. I'll take them.
Boys, let me break it to you. It's
investigation
Akron
here.
plus 5 over Northern Illinois. Now, Akron lost their quarterback, but Coach Moorhead, Yinzer, brings in a guy named Jeff Undercuffler. Jeff Undercuffler has been ejected from a game that he wasn't playing in before. He's a dog. He's going to lead Akron.
How did that happen?
There's another winner in the Superdome.
Dude, you're just showing off.
It's automatic.
He's just showing off. Look, I'm going to go with Mustard. They're getting a touchdown at home. They can stop the nation's second longest winning streak by Fresno State. Now, Wyoming falls behind, so I promise tonight when Herb Speed's giving me chunk, I'm not giving up when the Cowboys and Mustard fall behind.
Bro, I already quit.
He waved the white flag. Kirk's a conscientious objector. So here we go.
I quit, dude. So I don't even get to text you. I'm not even competing with you anymore.
If you get Akron with what's the guy's name again? Undercuffler?
Undercuffler committee let me know that guy got ejected from a game without playing in it.
That's next level.
I'm betting on that guy every time.
How did that even happen? Like, how is that possible?
The Sickos Committee's undefeated. There we go. Look who's on the Sooner scooter. Baker Mayfield with Boomer and Sooner who pull the scooter. Let's see if they can run that thing around the Red River rivalry today. He'll be our guest picker.
Your first home sees a lot of firsts. From first loves to first steps. Sure, it can be a handful at times, keeping you up at night.
Come on now.
But with help from the Home Depot, you'll find the confidence to create the first place you call your own. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Football there, football there, football everywhere. What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
Huh. Okay, what if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he couldn't stop his body like a human, so he ends up trampling him, and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back, and he tramples him some more, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm a buffalo. I don't know my strength compared to you.
Wait, what?
Come on, ref! Let the boys play!
Your paint is really bad.
What?
I said best coffee I've ever had.
Should've used Bear.
Sorry, sign where?
No, I said should've used Bear.
Today, let's paint.
Right now, get America's most trusted paint brand at a new low price. Behr, only at the Home Depot.
You can't focus in the game when you're worrying about your tummy. So whenever the clock is stopped, that's when we order in. Like before kickoff, like right now. What are you doing staring at me? Let's get to ordering. Pizza, chips, drinks, spaghetti, I don't know, phones. Now, people, you got this.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20. Go to DealDash.com and see how much you can save.
We love going to games, but good seats get pricey. So we use Game Time. Game Time checks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals. We got our seats 20 minutes ago for 60% off. Last-minute tickets at the best price in seconds. Download Game Time now.
Introducing the world's smartest fence. Halo Collar is a virtual fence inside a collar. Easily create Halo fences right in the app, virtually anywhere. Teach them to keep away from danger and come back to safety. Give your dog the freedom of a life off leash, so they can roam wherever you go. It's a whole new world for you and your dog.
Get the new Halo Color 3 today.
You and Duncan, I'm not seeing it.
My fans is called Munchkins.
I don't know if it's enough to be the only person with fans literally named after the donut itself.
I thought that's why you called me here.
Mrs. Spice, you have to do more.
His name was Cain. He had a horse along the countryside. I saw him ride. One day they found him.
College Game Day is built by the Home Depot. How doers get more done. And in part by DoorDash. Break time equals order time. Order in now so you never miss a minute of the game.
Both teams gathering just outside the end zone behind us, making sure that they don't get intertwined in the tunnel. They're holding Texas back as the Sooners go in first. Game officials out here.
Babe. Hey, there's a little situation, bro.
Yeah, okay. All right. They don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want that. Come on now. Come on now. They're acting like they want that.
Red River rivalry. The Oklahoma section right up behind us. And they're welcoming the Ewers and the Longhorns to the festivities this afternoon. We talked about how rivalry is sort of the adrenaline of the whole sport. They get you going right. Baker Mayfield's up here. I thought he was coming off the set to lend a hand.
Hey, he's walking right into the Oklahoma fan right there. Right? I love the moxie there.
Yeah. I respect it. I don't like it.
There's some other quarterback that's done that.
You get goosebumps?
Oh, yeah. I love it. That tunnel's nice, man.
Yes, sir.
Get you going.
Hey, that reminds me of Michigan.
One tunnel.
Yeah. Now we've had some issues there. Baker Mayfield here to be our celebrity guest picker. Of course, our Saturday selection is brought to you by Coors Light. Let's start making some picks as we wind our way toward kickoff. Big story this morning. Tez Walker back for North Carolina. Going to play some, Pete Thamel told us, against Syracuse. Syracuse 9.5-point dog. Desmond, who you got, Syracuse or Carolina?
I like the fact that Tez Walker is back. I think that's going to just give their offense a lot of juice, a lot of energy for Drake May. I think that, man, UNC, they're about to roll Syracuse today.
Yeah, UNC still has everything in front of them. Whenever you talk about ACC championships, maybe even college football playoff with the way Drake May plays. Tez Walker's back. What a boost. Give me UNC.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Drake May's a stud. I think he's going to put on a clinic today with his best guy back.
Yeah. The off week helped North Carolina. And always North Carolina by a touchdown.
I can't be that guy for us today. I would not be shocked, though, if Garrett Schrader dances around and does make plays to keep Syracuse in this game, but too much Drake May. I got Carolina.
A lot of Carolina blue and former Texas coach Mac Brown across there. Yeah. All right, ABC, prime time tonight. Another undefeated opponent for Notre Dame, Fighting Irish of Louisville.
Man, I tell you what, Louisville's defense, they stepped up big against North Carolina State in the second half, but I do think that Notre Dame is just too big up front. They're going to control the line of scrimmage. I'm going Fighting Irish.
Yeah, to your point, could be Audric Estime and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish winning this one, although Brom has done a fantastic job.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Primetime game in Louisville?
Yeah.
Give me the Birds, man. Come on. I got Louisville all the way.
Oh, not so fast, my friend. Not so fast. This is the first sellout crowd they've had in years here.
Yeah.
Louisville plays real good. Notre Dame, 1 point.
I don't think Notre Dame's offense right now is capable of blowing anybody out. No. Jeff Brom's got these guys believing. I don't think it's a crazy pick. This will be the third week in a row. Notre Dame's been on a roller coaster. Do not be shocked if Brom has these guys with Plummer hanging around in this game. But Notre Dame in the trenches, I think, is the difference.
Okay, so that game's at 7:30 Eastern time on ABC. Fighting Irish and Louisville. Jeff Brom's old team, Purdue, seemingly finding itself in its first year under Ryan Walters, a former Illinois defensive coordinator, starting to play better. Iowa, no Cade McNamara out for the season. Hawkeyes still a 2.5-point favorite at home. Who wins the game?
Cade McNamara out is an issue for me, but Iowa, they don't score a lot of points anyway, right? Defense, special teams, they're at home. I'm going Hawkeyes by 2 points.
So I appreciate what you said there about defense and special teams because it's so real. To your point about Iowa not scoring a lot of points, they're 131st in the country in points per game or yards per game. Their offense is
that bad?
Abysmal. They are so bad. It was supposed to be good. It's only gotten worse. Their defense, though, has remained the same. Dominant, confident, with great special teams. I think they win the West, and I think they beat Purdue today.